Play this video in the background while you brush your teeth, wash up, or simply sit with your thoughts. Lately, I've been staying up late, working, studying, trying to get ahead, and every morning I pay for it. I wake up to her messages, already an hour old, sometimes two. I want to be the person who's there when she reaches out, the person voice she hears in the morning, not the one who shows up late with an excuse. But this morning, she said something that stopped me cold. You forgot about me. She said it gently, but it landed hard because she was right. Not in the way that starts a fight, but in the way that quietly reminds you that love isn't just a feeling, it's a practice. And lately, I'd been skipping it. So I made a decision, not a dramatic one, just a quiet promise to myself to do better, to show up earlier, to not make her feel like an afterthought before the day has even started. Because the truth is, the people who mattered most deserve to be treated like it, not just when it's convenient. Every single morning, love is shown in the smallest moments. A reply, a good morning, the choice to show up before the day pulls you in a different direction. Don't let the ordinary become the thing you regret. A few days ago, she had a procedure, and today was the day she had to change the bandage on her wound. If you know her, you know she worries about everything. The pain, real physical pain, is something she carries quietly until it becomes too much. I wanted to be there physically in the room, holding her hand through it, but I couldn't be. So I did what I could from where I was. The last time she changed her bandage, she cried from the pain. I wasn't there for that either. And knowing it happened, knowing she went through that moment alone, sat with me in a way I couldn't shake. So this time, I stayed with her through my phone. Message after message, encouragement, distraction, stupid jokes to make her smile before something that scared her. I didn't know if it helped, but I refused to let her feel alone. Then her message came in. It didn't hurt this time, she said. Forwards, and something in my chest just released. She was healing faster than expected. The body that had been through so much was quietly fighting its way back. And I sat there, far away, feeling more relieved than I had any right to feel. Because it wasn't my pain, and yet somehow it always felt like it was. You don't have to be in the room to show up for someone. Presence isn't always physical. Sometimes it's the message sent at the right moment, the voice that says, I'm here even from a distance. That counts. It's always counts. But healing isn't linear, and today reminded me of that. The back pain she thought was gone, it came back. The headache from the spinal anesthesia was still there, arriving without warning, sharp and unrelenting. She can't bend down to pick something up off the floor anymore, not because she's fragile, but because bending pulls at the wound and the sudden movement sends pain shooting straight to her head. She wants her life back, the ability to sit at her desk and study, to move through a room without calculating every step, to just be normal again. This morning, she tried to pick something up and then she told me what it felt like. It was like something stabbing into my head. She said it casually, like it was just a fact about her day. And that casualness, that quiet acceptance of pain, broke something in me a little because she shouldn't have to be casual about that. I couldn't fix her pain. I couldn't speed up her recovery. All I could do was listen and love her through it. and remind her that every slow day of healing was still a day moving forward. And I choose to believe, the same way I choose to believe the night of her surgery, that her body knows what it's doing, that the speed of her recovery so far was proof of something stronger than the setbacks. Recovery from illness, from heartbreak, from anything hard is never a straight line. There will be days that feel like regression. That's not failure. That's just the process. Keep going anyway. And then she told me 1 month, that's how long it would be before I could see her. I wanted to laugh it off, to be the calm one, to say it's fine, time will pass quickly, all the things you are supposed to say, but I couldn't, because the truth is, I'm someone who runs on closeness, on shared moments, on the ordinary, unremarkable joy of just being near the person I love. And 1 month felt less like a timeline and more like a sentence. So I told her, only half joking, this must be a dream. Real life can't be this cruel. She laughed, and somehow that made it lighter. Because that's the thing about loving someone. Even the hard parts become easier when you are facing them together, even from opposite sides of a phone screen. So I'm holding on to this. She's healing faster than expected, which means maybe, just maybe, 1 month became 3 weeks, and 3 weeks becomes a day I wasn't prepared for, in the best way possible. Distance is only unbearable when you stop believing it's temporary. Hold on to evidence that things are moving, however slowly, in the right direction. Hope isn't naivety. It's how you survive the waiting. More than anything, I hope she heals completely, fully, without a trace of what she's been through left behind. I hope her mornings get easier. I hope the headaches fade. I hope she can bend down to pick something up off the floor and feel nothing but the ordinary effort of the motion. And I hope that when we finally do see each other again, whenever that is, we will look back at all of this and know that we choose each other through the hardest version of it. Because that's what I want most. Not just the good days, but someone to navigate all the days with. The slow ones, the painful ones, the ones that feel like they will never end. And when we are old and far from all of this, I hope this becomes one of those stories we tell quietly, warmly, as proof of everything we made it through. Thank you for listening all the way to the end. And remember, everything's gonna be okay.